So,
Okay, tell me, what is this about?
so Paul, this is the first time we're doing this,
It is.
and you might have seen I just sent you the blog post for our sort of repositioning, if you like. Syntheia is now three separate brands under the umbrella of the mothership.
Three
Um,
quite excellent separate brands, I have to add as well.
Pat ourselves on the
Yeah,
backs.
why not?
So I thought now every week we should get together very quickly and showcase what we are doing, because there's a lot of noise in the market. There's a lot of press releases. There's a lot of we've acquired this, we've raised $1 billion, gajillion dollars, etc. And what isn't quite getting communicated, at least from my perspective, is what do users and customers actually want, and how are we at the vendor side addressing it? But I thought you and I can get together, talk a little bit about that, and also share the news of what we've been building and developing.
Yeah, no, sounds good.
What occurs to me is maybe we can talk a little bit about how important it is to actually fit products to user workflows. As you and I know, we've almost concluded a pilot with a UK firm this week. And one of the really interesting observations that we learned from a feedback session yesterday was that we could get them to the outcome, but they need to click like 5 extra buttons to get there.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, all the capabilities are there, but can you shortcut it? Can you just give me the right output from the start? Tell me what you think about that.
For a start, I think what we've got with this firm now is unique, because and that's important. That's important for us to know, because this workflow, this use case, is a truly unique, and that's not easy to find these days. It's not easy to find a truly unique position, but that's something we've managed to find. So that's the first thing, and I think the second thing, we mentioned it earlier. It's minimal effort. It's minimal effort, and I'll go one step further. Actually, I would say, more importantly, these days, it's minimal training requirement, because days of sitting there doing training sessions for an hour, like 3 different training sessions, are over. People do not need that right now. It needs to be something which is easily accessible, easily digestible.
Let's actually show people what we're talking about. So I don't know if you've got your screen handy,
Do
but
indeed.
I'll give people a little bit of context. So this is under the umbrella of our Fund Curator product, which is designed for private funds lawyers and private funds teams to essentially help with that really tedious side letter MFN processes. As we were doing this, what we've sort of inadvertently created was a way not just to help the GP side, but the LP side. So Paul, show us the sort of unique use case that you've discovered.
Here we go. This is our canned election form. So the LP, the investor, receives this. This is telling them what they are allowed to elect into. So what are they going to do? Well, the first thing they're going to do, they need to open this in our Fund Curator. They're going to upload it to Syntheia. They're going to click on View Documents, and they're going to use this, which is, in my view, an incredibly powerful tool. It's asking a bit about the structure of this document. So they're going to tell it what structure this document has, and it's going to show them how we're going to pull this in to our Compendium within Fund Curator. They're going to go through here. They're going to click Open as Compendium, and this is where the magic happens. So they're going to open this in a view that you'll see any second.
Right. So in the actual election form, what they would have is, for every kind of clause category, they would have multiple options. Not a single one, but multiple options, right?
Absolutely.
So pretend the confidentiality one has 3 different types of disclosures that are allowed or not allowed, co-investments similarly, etc. So then we've now got a master side letter / compendium from that MFN election form.
Absolutely. So the key now is, okay, so we can see the MFN election form in this view, but how do we compare that to our existing side letters? So what we can do at this point.
Historically, people have been doing that manually. They take the MFN election form, and then they take their side letter and they go, right, first of all, let's match provision to provision. And then second, how do we know what's different? And they have to like run red lines individually.
Tables and you know, copy and paste ad nauseum, which is, of course, tedious. So yeah, what we need to do is we need to compare the two. So I can click this button here. I can take my existing, as the LP, as the investor, my existing side letter, hit the checkbox, click create new report. And what that's going to do, that's going to break apart that existing side letter. It's going to place the provisions from that existing side letter into one of these. And we can see by the magic of technology that this has been placed into this family because it's got this solid border around it. Now, at that point, what am I going to do? Well, I want to compare what I already have, or in my side letter, to what's possible into the election form. So I want to set what I already have as the anchor point. So I'm going to click this button here, choose my existing side letter as the anchor point, and lo and behold, I can now run a red line between what I already have in my letter and what's in this election form. Now, of course, this is one-to-one here. You can see this is one-to-one, but as you mentioned, Horace, you're going to have multiple options here, and you're going to see the nuance and the variety, the variant of each one against what you already have elected into. That's some. I mean, there's lots of other functionality, but immediately that is a huge time saver.
And this is the stuff we're talking about by, like, you've just clicked 5 or 6 or 7 buttons. If we can just do it in one single click, that's what these LP advisors are looking for.
Amazing. And we can. I mean, I've just manually chosen to choose a document as the anchor, but we can set that automatically, of course, when people upload. But so right now I'm literally going through this. I can see family by family what language, how the language differs.
This is awesome. This is so powerful. I know there's a couple of companies who are Gen AI centric who are doing this already as well. And I think the biggest differentiator between us and what they do is none of our stuff is hallucinated. There is no risk of hallucination in that red line. So let's get this off to our engineering team to see if they can shortcut the entire process into a single click.
Absolutely, yeah. We know what people need, so let's deliver that.
Paul, that's an awesome update. Let's wrap it up there, and I'll see you a little later on our usual call.
Indeed, looking forward to it.